Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Lizzie and in today's video we are talking about karmic debt number 16. This is number 3 of the 4 karmic debt numbers. If you don't know if you have this karmic debt number, it depends if it is in one of your personality numbers, if you were born on the 16th, or if you have a life path 7. Then if you get that life path 7 from the number 16, if it's reduced down from 16, then you have this karmic debt number. So I have 2 videos I'll leave linked down below, one that'll tell you about your personal numbers and one that tells you about karmic debt numbers in general, that you can go and check out first if you need to. So what is the 16? The 16 basically means that in a past life you probably struggled with finding your spiritual truth. You were potentially born into a family that, let's say they were very religious and you were not, but you sort of went along with it anyway because it was part of your tradition, it was part of your family, it was part of the circle that you were involved with, and you sort of really struggled to find your own spirituality, your own truth, what works for you, and you went along with what works for other people or what is the norm within your community. And so what it's going to do is, in this lifetime, it's really going to teach you a lot of spiritual lessons. It's going to teach you how to find your own spiritual truth. You are going to be brought a lot of spiritual lessons, and number 7 is the most spiritual of all the numbers, in my opinion, from my knowledge. And yeah, it's really going to ask you to seek your own wisdom. It's going to ask you to explore many different avenues and do a lot of different research. You may want to learn about things like Tibetan Buddhism. You may want to learn about like Hinduism, Christianity. You may want to learn about like literally everything. You may want to just know a lot about spirituality in general, all about all these different avenues of spirituality. And you're asked to do that. You're asked to learn about it all and take it all in and find what works for you. There's people on YouTube who do like my spiritual morning routine, or just morning routines in general. Very popular thing on YouTube. And they're like, right, I have to get up at 5 in the morning and then I'll do my workout, I'll go for a run, I'll do my yoga, and then I'll meditate, and then I'll set my day off. And that's what works for them. But you must learn to find what works for you in this lifetime, because everybody is different. Everybody has a unique energy signature. Everyone has a unique way of going about everything, of living their life. No 2 lives are the same. So, people with this karmic debt, you'll face a lot of ego deaths, a lot of ego falls. A lot of things are going to bring you humility in this lifetime. People with this number tend to have a feeling that they are better than others, that, you look down on others in a slight sense. You may not necessarily act on this or say this, but subconsciously, deep down, you feel like you're a little bit superior to others in some way. You will face a lot of obstacles or lessons that, again, bring you humility and tone that down. Let's look at the number 1. The number 1 is all about the ego. It's all about the self. It's all about masculinity, individuality, and you're asked to learn about your own individuality. All the karmic debt numbers have the number 1 because there's always some sort of ego battle that we need to overcome with the debt numbers. Always something to do with the self that needs to be overcome. The number 6 represents beauty, love, romance, home life. So you may face some challenges in these areas. You may face difficult relationships. You may have difficult relationships with your family, with your siblings, with your parents. And you're going to be provided with lots of opportunities to heal these and forgive these. And just know that if you are in any of these situations, it is because of your karmic debt number. So have patience with those around you. And have patience with yourself. You may find that you yourself make bad decisions, especially when it comes to relationships and it comes to love. You may question yourself, you may do something that totally just ends a relationship, and you look back like, why did I possibly do that? Why did I think that was a good idea? You have a lot of self-destructive tendencies with this number. So again, have a lot of patience with yourself and recognize the lesson behind everything that is happening to you. The number 7 is, like I say, going to bring you a lot of spiritual lessons. If you are somebody who is very focused on the material world, on the 3D world, you're going to face a lot of setbacks. If you are somebody that really cares about having a lot of money, you're going to face setbacks. You know, if you care about having the perfect relationship, having the perfect job, having the perfect friendship circle, trying to live a life that's very focused on the 3D world, that's not what spirituality is about. That's not what karmic debt number 16 wants you to learn. It wants you to feel whole and complete by yourself. It wants you to understand the greater purpose to life. You know, money doesn't buy happiness. And even, you know, you could have the perfect relationship on paper, but if they don't fulfill you emotionally, then that's what types of lessons that this is going to bring you. So look out for all these kinds of things, and again, have patience with yourself. All of these lessons are all to bring you to a higher state of consciousness. Do you know how they say you've got to hit rock bottom before you can start going up? Unfortunately, that tends to be how we learn in human nature. We tend to have to take a lot of hard lessons. If you look back on your life, you may realize that it's only been the most challenging times that have shaped you into who you are. It's been the most difficult lessons that have shaped you and where you have grown from. So if you have this karmic debt number, I just looked at my camera, it was 707 for the karmic debt number 7. So if you have this number, you must embody the positive attributes of the number 7, which are, again, seeking a lot of wisdom, seeking a lot of knowledge about spirituality, finding what works for you, and then eventually you'll be able to help others find what works for them, but you have to help yourself before you can help anyone else. And just find a spiritual truth that works for you, and do what you can to spread a lot of love, spread a lot of positivity, especially in your home life. Do what you can to make your home a positive space to be, even if this is just for you. You know, declutter things that do not need to be in your life. Declutter your material possessions. Try and balance out your need for any material desires, and spend time with yourself. Spend time figuring out what you want from life, what is truly going to fulfill you, that's not in the material world, what you can honestly do to enhance your fulfillment in life, and do things like get out in nature, meditate, talk to like spirit guides and stuff like that. I mean, if you don't believe in them, then that's fine, but even being here on this video, like numerology is, you know, classed as one of the occult sciences, the occult arts, and even that is delving into spirituality. It's a very, very big subject, spirituality. So do more research on it all, take it all in, and recognize that life wants to bring you a spiritual truth. It's going to bring you a spiritual life. There is a lot of success to be had with this karmic debt number, because again, you are raising to a higher consciousness, but it really depends on if you see that. If you don't see that, you'll repeat a lot of your cycles. But if you understand your karmic debt number and understand why these lessons are being brought to your attention, you have the potential to rise to a very high frequency and to a very high consciousness and to a very high state of being, and live a life that is very fulfilling. And when you are emotionally fulfilled, your material needs will be met tenfold. but it's all about reaching that alignment within, finding your happiness from within instead of trying to seek it from the outside world, being content with who you are and with your life. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there, I think, for you guys. Again, it's just a big lesson on spirituality. So like I said, the fact that you are here already on this video and you've made it all the way to the end, then that even shows that this karmic debt number is in play for you guys. So take it all in. Don't feel that you need to follow the rules. Don't feel you need to follow your family's traditions. You don't need to do what is expected of you in your social circle, in your community. Do what truly makes you happy and find what makes you happy, even if you have to be that one to stand out from the crowd. Okay? Alright. Pretty sure, I think that's all I've got to say on that one anyway. I'm going to leave that there, and I have one more video to make, which is karmic debt number 19. So if you have a 19 or a number 1 in your chart, stay tuned for that one also. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe, and stay tuned for the rest of the videos. Alright, bye guys.